Assignment 15 is really straightforward and doesn't even really merit a video, but I'm going to just quickly address this. In assignment 15, you're doing one page divided in half. On part A, you're doing a static example, and part B, you're doing a dynamic example. Both of these will be done with cutout rectangular shapes in construction paper. You're not drawing these, you're doing cutouts again. So far, the only assignment where you have drawn anything is assignment 11. Everything after that in this module up until 20. So 12 through 19 are done with construction paper, and this is part of that. Static means everything looks stable. You can't actually physically have the objects touch. There has to be air between them, but in your stable example, it needs to look like the whatever your boxes. If you want to visualize these as boxes, great. Your boxes are not going to fall down. And in your dynamic example, it needs to look like your boxes are about to fall or are in the process of falling. So in that particular scenario, it means to create a dynamic look with rectangular shapes, you change the angle. To create a stable look with rectangular shapes, you make sure they're sitting flat. They can't touch, again, but it's all in the angles. And the two examples should give you an idea of how you do this. So if you're doing it with three shapes, you could have two side by side on the bottom, again, not touching, and the one on top is sitting, again, not touching. Above those, nice and flat and even. Or if you want to do four of them, same kind of difference. So you're creating your nice reasonable stack of boxes. And then in your exercise B, maybe the base looks stable. Maybe the one on the bottom is sitting flat, but everything above that is going to be tipped or tilted in some fashion so that it looks like it might fall. And it's in that dynamic moment that the image becomes more visually interesting. And that's the goal here, is to compare stable and static with active and dynamic. So half the page for static, half the page for dynamic, and done.